Arcadian Vanguard presents the Wrestling News and your daily wrestling newscast for Tuesday, June 3rd, 2025. Good morning, I'm Mike Sempervive. We begin today with Monday Night Raw, streamed live last night on Netflix. In the main event, El Grande Americano qualified for the last open spot in the men's Money in the Bank ladder match by winning a triple threat match with CM Punk and AJ Styles. Americano pinned Styles to win the match following outside interference from Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed. After the match, Breaker, Reed, and Seth Rollins took out Punk, Zayn, and Jey Uso to end the show.
Now, he's got a tag team match on Saturday. Gunther next Monday. Tsunami!
Who's going to be able to stop Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank? Who's going to be able to stop his march to the world title? And for Jey Uso, things are looking bleak headed into his title match Monday against Gunther.
Earlier in the night, Breaker and Reed had lost by disqualification to Sami Zayn and world champion Jey Uso due to outside interference from Seth Rollins. After the match, Zayn was set up for a tsunami from Reed, but Punk ran in to make the save. The show opened with a promo from Punk vowing to win Money in the Bank and eventually the world title, and was encouraged by Sami Zayn, who joined him in the ring. In the final women's Money in the Bank qualifier, Stephanie Vaquer was victorious over Liv Morgan and Ivy Nile. In other results, Kairi Sane pinned Raquel Rodriguez. Finn Balor and JD McDonough beat the War Raiders due partly to a distraction from Roxanne Perez, and Lyra Valkyria and Becky Lynch brawled during an in-ring promo segment.
Lyra wants to fight.
I don't fight in Tulsa, Oklahoma. See you in Los Angeles at Money in the Bank.
Lyra fired up, confident, emotional tonight, and she's not going to take that as she rushes now down the entranceway to attack Becky, and the fight is now on.
Becky's fighting in Tulsa because she's getting her ass kicked by Lyra here.
The Intercontinental Champion, the Women's Champion now, taking it to Becky Lynch. Officials trying to separate these two. This is an emotional powder keg heading into Saturday at Money in the Bank.
In more WWE news, Sarah Rowe, known in WWE as Valhalla, is departing the company according to a social media post she sent out yesterday, in which she indicated that WWE would not be renewing her soon-to-be expiring contract. Valhalla had recently served as the manager of the Viking Raiders prior to their transition to the War Raiders last fall. Rowe had been with WWE since 2016 when she came to NXT as Sarah Bridges and later Sarah Logan. She came to the main roster at the end of 2017, but after a lengthy absence was repackaged as Valhalla and put with the Raiders in summer of 2023. She had not wrestled full-time since January 2020 and had only wrestled in 11 matches since then, with the last happening in February of last year. And finally, Conagra Brands have reached a deal to extend their Slim Jim sponsorship of WWE. The deal will include the addition of Slim Jim branding on folding tables used during matches across television shows and premium live events. And before we leave you today, we'd like to remind you that however you consume your content, you can find the wrestling news 24 hours a day and 7 days a week across social media. On Twitter, follow us at Wrestling News AV. Our Facebook page is also Wrestling News AV. The Wrestling News can also be found on the Arcadian Vanguard YouTube page, and for those who utilize Amazon Echo devices, just tell Alexa to play the Wrestling News podcast, and remember to make sure you add podcast at the end. Once again, for daily updates, breaking news, and more, follow the Wrestling News across social media. And that's the news for today. If anything happens, we will be here to tell you about it. No clickbait, no paywall, just the Wrestling News. The Wrestling News is a division of Arcadian Vanguard, and the Wrestling Newscast is a production of the Arcadian Vanguard Podcast Network.